Hi, I am now, as usually, tuning into the messages, kind of channeling. I call it intuitive healing meditation. And I will be tuning into the helper of the world, or the helper of other human beings, and ask, what do the helper need to know today? And I recognize that it's of course kind of the same message, but from different angles that are coming up. And it's because there's something, well, I think that it's because there's something very fundamental that needs to be realized from inside, from the inside. And then from the inside and out, something can change in the outer world. But it needs to start from the inside. And there are different ways to get it, to recognize, oh, this is how it works for me, or I can use this one. So I guess that's why Spirit keeps on showing me kind of the same thing, but from different angles. Yeah. So I have a clue about what this meditation is going to be about today, because I just had a short one before. Yeah, but I will close my eyes and go into it, and you can close yours and see if you can use this for anything. Or else just leave it be and have a nice day. I'll do this anyway. Yeah, close your eyes if you want to, follow the words or follow the energy. Yeah, enjoy. Yeah, immediately I go into this picture, or this flow of pictures, like a little movie, where I see that there is healing offered for everybody. Because in the spiritual realm, there is opened up for so much energy. So much healing, so much light, so much love. And it's just a question of how you are going to surrender into it. Because you can fight against it. If you want to, you can fight against it. But it will be it will be more painful to go through these things that you need to go through. So a good idea is to surrender into the love and the light, the energy that is pouring out for you. So I see a lot of people, a lot of helping people going to work. And it's like they are entering, they're coming out from one direction and everybody's going in the same direction. It's a symbolic picture of going to work. And everybody is going alone, kind of in their own space. And that is, it's more heavy than it needs to be. Because feeling alone, it's like you cannot recognize your neighbor. And if you recognize as the neighbor, who is also a helper going to work, you just recognize the heavier energy in one another, and that drags you down. So it's kind of a tough one, going to work feeling alone. But then I see some of the people, some of the helpers, some of you, recognizes the flow of energy changing. And you so easily surrender into something that is joyous. So it's like without you doing anything, you don't do anything, you are open to it. Then you receive the energy and suddenly you have a smile on your face. And you don't know why, other than somehow there are energy. And while you feel this lightness in your body, this joy, it's like it opens your eyes and it opens your sensory system, and you can now sense and see and recognize the people around you. And you can see that those people, because you are not the only one who are opened up, so many people have opened up, and so many people recognizes these higher frequencies of love and light. And you are kind of giggling, and you can see it in the other's eyes. Oh, you You understand, you are here too. And then you exchange something, energy, laughter, joy, happiness, love, and light. And you symbolically can stand in a circle, just the one circle from yesterday, where you created this great channel of love and light. This is beautiful. And it's a very supportive system that you create, because you now recognize so much coming from within. You have let some of the heavier stuff go, and then because you are joy from the inside, you recognize the strength that comes out from that. Oh, you thought before that strength was something to do with good old earthly power. But you now recognize that that's not true. Original life force is strength itself. It's not forced power. No, it's just strength from the inside, from the light place, from a place of joy and communication and sharing. It's very beautiful, and you recognize that you are much more strong than you thought you were. You were. Sorry for the English. Oh, and you recognize this in a lot of the other human beings around you. You recognize it in this flow of helpers around you. And you also recognize that there are some beings, some human beings, some of the helpers that don't recognize this. They are not interested in surrendering into this lighter frequency. It's like they kind of want to keep being stuck in that force, this earthly force, because it has helped them before, and they think it still will help them. So until they recognize that there is another way, then it's okay that they cannot join the party. Oh yes, it's like you have created this party of joy and light and collectiveness. And those that cannot be in there with you, it's okay. You have always an open space for them, but it's up to them to decide when to join the party. And they will, eventually they will. But it's okay if you choose not to. It's not a given. Oh, this is so beautiful. And I see it's like sharing everything, energy and physical stuff and food and drinks and well, and all the while it's symbolically, it's energetically, because you are moving towards your workplace, but it's a totally other frequency level you are in. So the energy is so beautiful, and you recognize it. And you feel so much. You have so much to give, but it's not giving from you, it's just giving from a flow. There is a flow and exchange. So whenever you give anything out, you will have it filled, that there will never be a gap, because everything you give out will be returned. And not directly from one another, but from anywhere. So if you're giving to someone, you can get something else from another, or from the flow of energy itself. So you are never in this lack mentality. Never, never. It's not there anymore. There's no fear, there is no regret, there is no apology, there's nothing. There's just life. And you now know that it is a beautiful work you are doing. You don't even need to call it work, but you're going where you need to be. Helping people, doing the jobs that needs to be done, cleaning and cooking and bathing and helping and talking to or talking with, exchanging on an energetic level, making music together. And I see that the people you are going to help, they also fall into different categories. There are those that understand the exchanging, and that is a beautiful place to be in this space where you are agreeing at the concept, non-verbally, just knowing. There's a deep knowing. It's beautiful. And there are also those who needs the help that are still stuck in their thought of power, earthly power, the force that you can choose to have. And well, there you just have your own energy field, because you cannot exchange on the same level, and you recognize it, and you recognize that that is okay. You cannot force anybody to do the same thing that you want to do. They have their choice and you have yours. So you can just keep your own energy and not being tired, because before you thought you had to push through to get things done. But now you recognize, no, I cannot push through anything. I just need to have the flow. Yeah, so you just accept that you cannot be in this exchange everywhere. That's okay. So even that we don't have the physical contact right now, because we're not allowed to from the outside decisions, it doesn't bother you that much, because you recognize the exchange on the energy level. And I see that whenever you need support, you have the exchange with the tribe, the people that you have the same light. And also you lean your back against a giant tree, because there is the life force very, very potent. So I just see you can tap into this back to back with the tree. If it's just symbolically or if it's in the physical world, that doesn't matter. You get grounded and you get the energy flow. Yeah, you get it going. And yes, of course, there's sometimes things that need to be released, feelings and thoughts, but you just release it because you're not afraid of it. There's no fear surrounding it. It's just, well, sometimes you need to let go. Sometimes you need to do stuff you didn't do before, and that can cause some kind of pain, but it's okay. You release it and then it's gone. So you can now just step into the new, wherever you like, whenever you like, because there's always new. When you're in this flow, there is always new. And it is easy to get into the flow. Now you know it. It's always there. Yeah. So it's like you've got this, whenever heavier energies from the people that haven't experienced what you are experiencing, whenever it comes to you and wants to force something to you, it just like, I don't know what's it called in English, but it just peels off. It doesn't affect you. That is a great strength you've got there. Life force itself, what's not to like? That was it for today. I hope you can use it. Or yeah, as always, have a nice day.